What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Dream Juice Podcast. I'm Josh alongside my co-host, Cade, and we've got Saylor back once again. One of, if not our favorite guest that we've had. Real ball knowledge episode now.
Great to have you back with us,
man. Super excited to have us back on episode 56 of the podcast. Just wanted to take a quick shout out, Cade, to your hard work. Hit 1,000 followers on Instagram as of today, man. And so thank you to all of you guys. Make sure to keep running up the numbers, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on our socials. But as for this episode, really exciting stuff. CinemaCon just finished up, and so we have new updates on Brand New Day, Spider-Verse, Doomsday, whether they want to actually show us that information or not. And then I know if you guys have been following us the last couple weeks, we've got Daredevil and Invincible to talk about and get Saylor's thoughts on that as well. Saylor's has some rankings for us, I believe. That me and Kate have done the last couple weeks. And then, of course, we've got our Marvel points, hot seat for Saylor, and then some character matchups that me and Kay did some last week.
Dude, I'm ready.
You want to start off with the hot seat?
I think we should, bro. You want to alternate it?
Yeah, let's alternate it. Okay. All right, this is the hot seat we've been doing this last couple of weeks. We're putting our guest Saylor on the hot seat. Rapid fire questions. Yep. You don't know the questions beforehand. You know, just
off the dome.
Off the dome.
Off the dome.
All right, you want me to
go for it, bro.
All right, my first question is, what is one character you want to see killed off in Doomsday?
Oh man, this is
once instead of predict. This crazy. Once instead of predict.
This is way harder than it looks like whenever I watch you guys do it. I'm gonna say Red Guardian.
Okay,
I'll take it. Best movie post Endgame.
MCU.
Yes.
No Way Home.
Okay.
No Way Home.
What is one movie that you love that everyone else hates?
I would say TASM 2 because it's universally not liked, I feel like, but also it's kind of made a resurgence in the past few years. I know this podcast is fans of TASM 2. I'll just say
that's a valid answer.
I'll say that.
Most underrated MCU character.
Ooh, MCU character. I'm going to say Vision.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Vision.
I can argue with that. I hate Vision.
You don't like Vision at all, man.
All
right, kind of the opposite of the question I just asked. What is one movie that you hate that everyone else loves?
Oh man, it's hard to like think. Just
it's hard to go rapid.
I would say, oh man, I don't hate. Okay, I'm just gonna preface this. I don't hate this movie, but I've gradually not liked it. Like as I've gotten older, I'm gonna say The Dark Knight Rises.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. The most useless Avenger.
Black Widow. I mean.
What is one superhero that you think could play a great villain?
Actor or like superhero
like
turned
the character? Guy? Yeah, that we probably haven't seen before.
I mean, I feel like I would say Hulk. I mean, I guess Red Hulk is kind of an abomination. Still. But I think just like because I think Hulk is definitely the superior Hulk. So having the Avengers having to actually fight off like you see that in Age of Ultron whenever Veronica versus Hulk.
I like that.
Brave New World in a way too.
Brave New World, Red Hulk, yeah.
Cool. What MCU character deserves their own solo movie? I wanted mine for me.
I feel like I don't know which.
It's hard because there's ones out there that do have it. But
yeah, right. I feel like most of them that I would want has already got one. Man, this is way harder than it looks, guys.
It is. It's hard to go rapid, man.
It is.
I always say there's editing.
Solo movie.
Editing exists.
Oh gosh. I'll say Silver Surfer.
Ooh,
I think
I would take that.
A Silver Sword backstory.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Having her or Norrin Rad if they do go the Norrin Rad route. If they do like a backstory and then like the first few planets that he or she have to conquer.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather have a great Batman movie with a bad Batman performance or a bad Batman movie with a great Batman performance?
That one's crazy.
Oh, man. I would say I would say a bad performance, good Batman movie.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's one thing that we're scarce of is like The Dark Knight. I think is a tremendous movie, but I don't think it's a good Batman movie. If that makes sense. Like I feel like the Batman that is portrayed,
like a better Batman, it could be even better.
I think so. But I mean, it's a tremendous movie, like one of the 5 stars on Letterboxd. But like, I think it could be a better portrayal of the Batman.
Okay.
First 3 to recruit for your own Avengers teams. For your own Avengers team, what first 3?
Do they have to be alive currently, or any event like
any character?
Well, Captain America. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. I mean, the Trinity, yeah.
All right, and then my last question is this goes for any TV, movie, anything. What's one character that you wish could be utilized more, whether there be more screen time?
Walter White.
Okay.
Walter White, for sure.
I like that.
We've asked this question before in the hot seat. If you could fix one MCU movie and direct it yourself, which movie would it be?
Right away, my mind went to Multiverse of Madness.
That's actually my answer.
Is that your? I was going to ask you
that. No, that's mine.
Your answer because we haven't asked you.
Because I remember being so excited for that movie, and then it was just like of all like the rumors and everything that people were saying, it just felt like such a letdown of like what it could have been. And then like right after that, that's like when I started kind of falling off of Marvel a little bit, which I've regained my interest, but I would say Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. No, when I was thinking of that question last week to ask you, that was the answer I thought of to myself.
Yeah,
I can see that.
For sure.
Love and Thunder was mine.
That was good. That was the hot seat.
Thunder's good.
That was the hot seat.
That's
no
hard,
joke.
man.
I know it is. It is. Me and Kate always have a difficult time.
It's tough. It's nerve-wracking.
Doing it right off the bat. But let's hop in right into some news. Stay current right now. CinemaCon just happened, like I said. First and foremost, kind of won't bore us with just all the information that dragged on. Spider-Man Brand New Day, we got our first official posters for the movie.
Yep.
What did you guys think of those? We got 2 of them.
I think they're both sick. The one with the eyes is like, I think that's what everybody's having the nostalgia with the Toby, having Zendaya, MJ in the eyes. It just gives like old Spider-Man vibes. I love it. I mean, we're waiting for like all new stuff to come out. Just gives me more hype. That's probably the better one out of the 2.
I would agree. Out of the 2, that's the better one.
Yeah,
I would say that was my favorite too. Like Cade said, like nostalgia, original Spider-Man vibes. Very excited to just like hear more about it and see the movie. Hopefully,
yeah, and I'm excited for it too. They did call them teaser posters. Which not the official poster, I guess, which is interesting for sure. I love the mask shot. I mean, Toby had those. Andrew had one, and so it kind of completed came full circle.
It comes a long way from his old posters.
Oh, looking at his old posters,
the Homecoming, the Far From Home, even the No Way Home.
The No Way Home posters were terrible.
Terrible,
in my
bro.
opinion.
Like, why? I feel like
I get you had to hide a lot, but they just weren't good.
That as well as like, and I know there's fan made stuff at this point is better, but like I feel like you have too much Doctor Strange on one of those No Way Home posters. The Homecoming, I hate how they throw that yellow school jacket on him in one of the posters. Far From Home, I can't remember exactly what that was, but yeah.
Do you guys not like the No Way Home poster of him after May dies and it's raining? Do you guys like
that one?
That
I
one's
really
tough.
like.
I like that one.
Okay, yeah.
That's probably the one good one.
That's probably the best one.
I like.
And I like that one you mentioned of Homecoming minus the jacket of him laying back and the
I
city
like
in the
it being a
background,
jacket.
but minus
just
the yellow
kind of
the yellow
pisses
jacket.
me off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but
it's just too big, bright and yellow. I'm like,
but the posters were really the big thing that was revealed about Brand New Day. Other than that, they did show a scene from the movie, and it was basically the sequence that we see at the very end of the trailer of Peter in the apartment and him joking about being the friendly neighbor with MJ, and Ned kind of explains to him like, oh, I've been trying to figure out the identity of Spider-Man. And so they really didn't go in depth about what they showed. People were expecting more, but I'm kind of glad they're keeping that way, because honestly, I know me and Kate have talked about it, like we're good almost. Like we don't really even want to watch any more trailers or know any more information, because I feel like there's so much that's
Especially
out there
for
already.
how long we had to wait for the trailer. Like at this point, just
it's right around the corner.
Let us ride until the movie comes out.
Yeah, but about the other Spider-Man movie that's right around the corner, I guess a little over a year from now, Beyond the Spider-Verse, finally got some more updates for that. They released a couple more images that came online. Animation's looking great, and they showed like the opening of the movie as well, and it's looking like it's taking place right where Across left off in the opening movie is, Miles versus Miles, and figuring that all out. And so I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. about what we saw from Beyond the Spider-Verse. Still so early that they're not giving away very much, but it is nice to have some updates and, get a couple pictures from
some of the pictures is basically overall what I want to look at. I mean, I think one, you see Spider 2099.
Yeah.
Dude, that one looks crazy. Looks like he's definitely coming back after him. Obviously, we expected that. One, I'm confused. All of them kind of make sense, but one I'm confused on is his dad and uncle. Look like it's in another timeline, or it's back, like it's going to a backstory,
or a different universe.
They look different hairstyles.
Younger.
I don't know what that could be, or if they're doing that. And you get one more picture of him with his dad. So I wonder if that's like a memory, if he's actually going to get to see his dad again.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the big
question. Yeah.
Question is he's got to save his dad from it, and so that I'm very curious about that. That's a movie we've all been waiting for.
You think
for
he does?
A long time.
You think he does save his dad? This upcoming movie, like it causes a bunch of incursions.
I remember whenever the movie first came out, and I really started thinking about that. I still think of it to this day. I feel like it'd almost be a trade-off if he does end up saving his dad.
Yeah. Then
Gwen will be the one that dies because that's canonically. Yeah. And then Gwen even in Across says it like, she says something like, Spider-Man can never be with Peter Parker because this will happen or whatever. So I feel like it's almost a trade-off in a way. I don't think either one of them's gone. I don't think both of them make it out of the movie. This is me over a year out right now prediction.
Yeah, for sure.
But the big one, the next Marvel Studios movie, Avengers Doomsday, just had their presentation as of this recording last night. We were all expecting. I don't really know what we were expecting. Hopefully something, and they ended up showing a trailer. There's a trailer out there somewhere, and people have seen it, but we are not people who have seen the trailer. And so,
if it's Monday and the trailer still isn't released, which it probably won't be, dude, drop the trailer.
But I mean, we were just talking right before we started rolling the cameras. Like it's almost like getting the trailer spoiled for us because people are allowed to make videos and type out full essays of the description of the trailer. They weren't allowing cameras, and so the thing was like the entire CinemaCon they didn't allow any cameras whatsoever. Then Disney started and they said we can allow pictures to be taken, and so everyone's like, dude, okay, so if there's a trailer out, they're going to release it online because they're not going to have the world see it off of a leak every other one. But then they were like, no, you can only take pictures when people are talking on stage. When we show stuff on screen, you got to put your phones up.
Did you guys hear about the technology they use to not allow?
Yes. Did you hear about that, Kate?
The lasers or whatever?
Yeah. I'll let you. You can tell.
This is just what I heard secondhand, but they have some sort of like laser technology. It's automated or man controlled. I wasn't really sure, but they are able to identify cameras in the crowd and point these lasers at the cameras and it like scrambles the camera so it doesn't pick up anything.
Wow.
Yeah, so like they are able to point out like if your phone is on, they see your phone screen on, the laser will come out and it'll black out your phone screen.
That's crazy.
Where you can't use it. And then they kick you out. Then they kick you out of the building too. And so like that's insane. So like after hearing that, I'm like, okay, no wonder we haven't gotten a leak because of this kind of stuff. But obviously trying to stay away from the description as much as possible just because I'm excited, but I don't want to know too much. Great reception for the trailer. I mean, they immediately chanted for an encore, and so they played it again in there. People are saying very reminiscent of the first trailer for Infinity War. And people also said the one takeaway that I was impressed with was that if you did not know Robert Downey Jr. was Doctor Doom, you would have
no idea.
You would have no idea who was playing Doom.
Imagine if they kept that a surprise, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine we didn't know this whole time, but they had to give up the hype. Mm-hmm. Did you not read the script of it?
It's been today, especially the day after, the anticipation's killed me so much. I've seen some stuff that happens in the trailer. Like I'll still be surprised whenever I watch the trailer.
Oh, really?
But
did you read like everything that like goes
Have
down?
You read? I think I've read most of it. Yeah. I haven't seen everything, but I've read I know most of what happens, and so I mean we can talk about it. I know you especially last week you said you were excited about seeing Shang-Chi again. So apparently Shang-Chi going against Gambit.
I will tell you one thing, bro. The first thing I read was Shang-Chi fight scene with Gambit. Like that's like already you didn't even think about that, Carly. There's so many characters in this movie that you didn't even think about any of the matchups. Then you got Mystique, Yelena fighting herself. Disguised as that. Like, are you kidding me, dude?
Like, and Mystique turns into Yelena.
And then they said something about just Doctor Doom. Like, just reading that someone has seen Doctor Doom already doing a superhero landing
and fighting Thor.
I saw some Thor. So what I saw was Thor did a jump almost like he does when he first arrives in Wakanda in Infinity War, where he jumps up and there's lightning everywhere, like bringing
with
Thanos.
Stormbreaker.
And he does that with Stormbreaker, and he throws it at Doom, and Doom just puts up his hand and just catches it, like stops Stormbreaker, like right in front of him.
So much
And so
of
it's like-
and Stormbreaker was a huge thing in Infinity War.
I know.
Like that was
And-
like a key to getting to defeat Thanos.
And the trailer shows Steve wielding Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's like a part of the fight
What's
scene.
up? So what's up with Steve? He's got long hair
Yeah, he's
again.
got-
Apparently, the people have said he's like looks very similar to Infinity War Steve, and like at the very end of it, like Thor's
So we're going
Thor,
Infinity, yeah.
like so Doom apparently is narrating half the trailer, and then Thor narrates the second half, and then Thor's like, you know, I've defeated enemies. I've defeated enemies far lesser with people who were more like he said something about I'm terrified of Doom or something like that. And at the very end, he's like, we need a miracle. And he like turns around. He's like, it can't be, and holds out Mjolnir, and then immediately leaves his hand and goes into Steve, and he walks out.
Have you seen the AI edits of what they're making of it? Unless that's
Yeah,
actual,
I'm like, so
No, it's AI.
this is what.
That's what's destroying my brain because that
Yeah,
stuff
it's-
looks so goofy to me. So in my head, I'm like, everybody's freaking about the trailer, but like those AI is like really fooling with me. So I'm
This
like,
is-
oh, this looks stupid.
This is what's irritating me about the trailer not being out now, because AI is getting so good, but also the way people are able to just type out the full descriptions. People can just
exactly.
copy paste that and put that into AI and
So
give us
lame.
somewhat of
I
a
hate it. So now
version.
all I see is AI in my head because that's all we've got.
everything you get is
And it
AI.
looks
So in a
goofy
way,
and
it kind of helps
stupid.
out movies because people was like, is this a leak or not? Is
right.
this AI? So
One thing I wanted to talk about, I wasn't sure if we were going to talk about the description of the Doomsday trailer, but since we are, and I've seen people talk about this too, is like how powerful is this version of Doom that we're getting? Because the base version of Doom in the comics is powerful, but like he wouldn't have the strength to stop Thor from bringing down Stormbreaker. So like, are we seeing like a version of God Emperor Doom like in the Secret Wars storyline? Like, is that like what we're getting right away? Is kind of the question.
I would be
had.
surprised. Like, I kind of agree with you. It'd be kind of surprising to get him right away. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it gets to that point because
Right.
they are doing Secret Wars. But
What if he has the power to steal powers, right?
I don't.
Isn't that a thing with Doom?
I feel like he'd be able to create some because he's like a blend of magic and technology.
Yeah.
And so he could create something. But if all the rumors are correct that he's like going around and like taking children per se,
Right,
whether
yeah.
they be Franklin or Steve Rogers' son, like I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow finds a way to get some of Franklin's powers and figures out something to become as powerful as he is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's just
that's- yeah.
crazy. Everyone was talking about how he's just like war farming in the trailer the whole time. So it's
I
crazy.
mean, if
It's so foul.
Franklin could be like could be just what like the Beyonder was in the comic storyline.
Exactly.
Instead of the Beyonder, it's Franklin. But I do think it would be cool if we saw Beyonder in
just throw that in there. Yeah,
I
I think
Doomsday or
people
Secret Wars.
would
That'd be that'd be
It'd
a cool thing.
crazy. And then, like I guess right after their presentation, like quietly, they just pushed out the news. Like some young kid, blonde hair, has been cast in Doomsday, and everyone's like, that's probably older version of
I
or
saw
an
that.
older of Steve Rogers' son, something like that. So that's dropped as well. But before the presentation even happened, it looks like we got our first test screenings for Doomsday.
Yeah.
I know you're definitely excited about that news. Hearing that, people are saying it is on Infinity War levels. People are calling it the best MCU movie yet, possibly. And this is before any
Crazy
reshoots
take.
or anything. And
What's
so,
crazy is that not only are there people that have seen the trailer, there are people that have seen the movie, and we haven't seen either. Isn't that
wild.
Isn't that
we haven't
horrible?
seen like a poster almost. We've just seen the A.
If we've
like-
seen the movie now, we're far from seeing the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, are you kidding me?
It's wild.
What
man.
about Endgame? We're getting a new credit scene.
Yeah,
in
so they
Endgame?
did along with that before they did the Doomsday trailer and everything. They, the in-game re-release this September. And Kevin Feige said that it'll come with like extra goodies, special goodies to it, and
Deleted
stuff that
scenes and
hasn't
stuff,
do it.
too.
So I would
Interesting.
expect deleted scenes, and the way he phrased it made it seem like the rumor of there being a post-credit scene to be true. Because immediately after he said that, he's like, Doomsday is a direct follow-up to Endgame and everything like that.
And it seems
So-
like he wouldn't say that if it wasn't going to be worth
Important.
your while to go see.
Yeah.
For Doomsday, at least.
They're putting it in a good spot too. I think it's like September. I'm
Well,
glad it's
so
not, like, right
last
before
time a
or
Marvel
something
movie
like
comes
that.
out, they intentionally putting it out after Brand New
Yeah.
Day so people can be prepared and see it in the theater before that. And then the last thing came out. Looks like Doomsday is sticking to its release date, December 18th, not moving up that 1 week where that week was open. And so them doing no IMAX. But they did announce that they've created Infinity Vision, something like that. Yeah. And so it looks like it's their response to IMAX. They're creating their own thing. And so basically it's like, it's not even like a new screen, but it's like some kind of system that will certify movie theaters. And you can use this system to like locate what's going to be the best overall experience, which theater to search it out. Like if you go on here and you want to watch Doomsday, it's going to help you find what movie theater is going to give you the best sound, screen, audience, all that stuff, and it'll like pinpoint the exact one you want to go see.
We're going to need it.
And so they are debuting that with the Endgame re-release, and then they're doing it with Doomsday too. And
That'll be interesting.
Exciting stuff, and hopefully the trailer comes soon. I know there's another big event happening next weekend, CCXP in Mexico, and if I'm not mistaken, I think fans are allowed at that one, and Doomsday is presenting us that as well.
Okay.
So another chance at a trailer coming out. I wouldn't be surprised, if they're showing a trailer at CinemaCon, they would show the same thing at CCXP, and I would hope it'd come out. But I think people are saying like next weekend is the time we're getting like a poster for sure.
Okay, cool.
But exciting stuff.
Yeah.
What do you want to jump into now, Cade? Oh, you want to get into smart points? You're itching, man.
We're gonna do let's do it, bro.
Let's do it.
Whatever, man. I'll give y'all the boards because I'm gonna give y'all
Marvel
first.
points.
I'm gonna give y'all some first.
So, if you are new here, Marvel Points is basically a Marvel trivia game we run through. We each give each other some Marvel quotes and some Marvel trivia questions as well, and you get points accordingly. Mason is not able to join us. We're going to have to do his points off camera,
Behind the scenes.
We're not putting the points up right here because we got to calculate that afterwards. Yeah. But
anyways,
couldn't miss doing it with Saylor.
Could not miss doing it with our boy Saylor. We got to start with the quote.
All right.
You know the drill. Guess the person, the movie it's from. My Marvel quote this week is, I think I liked you either of the other ways. I feel like I personally came easy this week. Josh does not.
I'm saying the quote in my head right now and I know it, but I'm drawing a blank and I can't write an answer.
I'm gonna tell you this. I randomly said this about a situation in the bathroom, and in my head about this, I was like, dude, what is that? This
will be my worst miss in the history of this podcast if I don't get this right.
I'll tell you, it came in my head, and I was trying to figure it out because it came in my head, and I literally had to look it up because it was driving me crazy.
Wait, say it again.
I think I liked you either of the other ways.
Dude, if I don't get this, oh man.
3, 2, 1, flip them. Rhodey Endgame, Tony Endgame, you both get a half point. It is Valkyrie Endgame. I'm talking to the Professor Hulk.
Now I
think I liked you either of the other ways.
Dude.
It's that scene.
We both got a half point.
Yeah, I don't know. I knew it was Endgame, and I don't know why my mind immediately went to...
So you said who again?
I went Rhodey, and my mind immediately went to Scott, like Ant-Man testing out the time travel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when it was in my head.
Yep.
Dang, what were you thinking?
What did you say? I said Tony. I was thinking it was one of the original 6 Avengers.
Dang, that's so. Oh,
doesn't that one ache you, bro? That one
man.
ached me so bad.
That's so
frustrating.
I should have got that, man.
The mic right
That's
there.
brutal. As soon as you said Valkyrie, I heard the British accent in my head.
Gosh.
Hey, I saved you from getting a half point though.
You did. You guys both did.
All right.
Both got a point, man.
Marvel quote: name the person that said it in the movie that it's from. Want to see my lease?
Little tingle in my head.
Want to see my lease?
I don't know. I'm gonna know.
I don't know if I know this at all.
Am I crazy if I get this?
This one
Shocking,
would be,
especially with how I've been this season.
Yeah, especially with how you've been this season. All right, show them. What we got?
I went
Tony Avengers, Falcon Civil War. 0. It is Nick Fury in Winter Soldier.
Oh.
It's whenever he's in the Escalade and the cops pull up.
I knew I had to do. Yeah.
Yep. And they're staring at him, and he says,
I was thinking it was some random thing at the very end of Avengers.
That's a good.
I was saying that you should have got that one because you just watched Winter Soldier like a few weeks ago.
I just watched pretty much about everything now. It's not helping.
Don't erase that because I'm keeping track on there. All right, my quote this week. Name the person who said it in the movie it's from. I'm the only one who knows that.
Oh, okay, that's good. Come on, an easy one. I love you, man. Thank you for the easy one, man. I like being on top because you can give like easy ones here and there. Is that how you feel right now?
A little bit.
I better shut up.
I didn't have as much time to prep for this, and so my trivia question is definitely harder than my quote. Sweet. You guys both ready? You got them easy? 3, 2, 1, Thanos, Infinity War. Yep. 1 point for each of you guys.
Needed it.
It's Thanos from Infinity War.
I'm the only one who knows that. That's a good quote, man. That's a good scene.
I'm the only one
Yeah.
who knows that.
All right, moving on to trivia. You guys both have the boards. I might just go back to back. All right.
Trivia, man, killing me.
Okay, here we go. I don't know how. All right, here we go. In Spider-Man: Homecoming, we see Captain America film a series of videos that are shown throughout the movie.
Uh-huh.
I want you to tell me what one of those videos is about. All you got to do is tell me about one of them. There's multiple throughout the movie, and so give me the subject of one of those videos. Not making you list all of them. All right, 3, 2, 1, flip them. Said a patient's post-credit and a fitness test. You've got 2 of them right. Detention, you got 1 right as well.
So you got detention.
So you got detention.
Yeah.
So you got detention. That is the fitness challenge, the detention, and the patient's post-credit scene.
Do you know him? Yeah, I took a shield.
All right, so
All right, I brought the heat on the trivia. This one's gonna be tough, but I think y'all can get it.
okay.
Man, I should have got that. I'm hurt.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. In Captain America's Civil War, there are 10 programmed words that trigger Bucky's Winter Soldier persona.
Oh, dude.
Name any 3 of the 10 words.
So think 3, dude. I don't know. Josh knows it.
Josh right over there.
I know 1.
I'm blank on this one.
I'm
not gonna
getting-
know a single one.
I hate how my mind is doing this. I'm immediately going to 11 from Stranger Things with her mom repeating the sunflower. 3 to the right, 4 to the left.
That's what I'm going to do. Why did oh my gosh. You should know this. You should know this.
All right, I'll give you guys
It's words you said, right?
It's words.
I've got 2. I've got 2. I need a third.
I'll give you guys a hint. Out of the 10 words, 3 of them are numbers.
Yep.
I think I could be right.
Okay, I've got my answer.
Flip them. Let's see.
I went longing, daybreak, and 9.
Nice, Josh. Yep. You got the point.
Let's put
What do you
the-
got over here? This was. Well,
What's the list of
different trivia
words?
questions. The words are. So you got the first one right. Longing
I
is
knew
the
I knew
first
that. I
word.
knew I knew the first one.
Longing,
That's a crazy one.
rusted, 17, daybreak, furnace, 9, benign, homecoming, 1, and then freight car is the last
Wow,
one.
that's a tough. That's a good
I
question.
hate the list questions.
I threw.
My bad.
My
I
number.
should have brought a list.
The number.
before.
The number 1 was a guess.
Trivia's is
I knew.
not my
I knew
strong
longing
suit,
right off the
bro.
bat, and then daybreak somehow came to my head. But
Well, I hate list
Okay.
questions, and I definitely brought one today. So,
of
you
course.
guys ready for it?
You got to stop calling me the list man then, because
This
I
is
haven't
my
done one in
second one
forever.
ever. Second
Back to
one
back-
ever.
Okay.
The list
Second
man.
one ever. Let's relax a little bit. All right. Marvel trivia. Bruce Banner has been in a total of 4 post-credit scenes in the MCU movies. Name the 4 movies of post-credit scenes he's in.
Bruce Banner has been in 4 post-credit scenes.
So just that fact is actually interesting. I want you to name the movies.
Does he count as the Hulk too, or no?
I would say no.
So just the human version.
Bruce Banner,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. So in each one, yeah. The ones I'm looking, he's Bruce Banner in all of them. I don't think Hulk has been in a
No, he
post-credit
is.
scene. He has?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, flip them.
Shang-Chi, Ragnarok, Avengers 1, and Iron Man 3 is my guess. The 4th.
Shang-Chi, Iron Man 3, Incredible Hulk, Avengers. Sailor is 1 off.
What's the 4th?
The last one is Captain Marvel. It should be, that's the movie. Whenever
it's the
he's
end
in there,
game.
yeah,
It's
the end game
when
when her
when
thing is.
the thing goes
So
off.
Shang-Chi,
my
Iron Man 3,
God.
Avengers, and then Captain Marvel, he's in there with the team.
I literally thought of Captain Marvel. I was like, nope, not in
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that post.
So I'm 1 off too then.
Avengers, Iron Man 3, yeah, 1 off, both 1 off.
I was thinking of Ragnarok
No,
when
he's-
Thanos' ship pulls
Wait.
up.
It should
Wait,
be
was
Shang-Chi
Avengers right or Incredible Hulk?
Avengers right. Avengers right. Shawarma.
Wait, does Bruce Banner not show up as?
That's with
when
Is that not Edward
That's
Norton?
Iron Man
it's
and-
Thunderbolt Ross. That's what I had, and I erased it.
that's Ross and Iron Man.
It's Ross and Iron Man.
The post credit scene isn't him like putting his face up and then his eyes turn green.
I feel like I think that might be the final shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, Endgame or Captain Marvel. I feel that's
I literally had to think. I almost said Endgame, but I was like, no, this is Captain Marvel.
that's easily. But whenever I was thinking them through, my mind completely.
I'm
Just skipped
glad y'all
that
got
movie.
Iron Man 3, bro.
So
That's a tough one.
Is the shawarma scene? Is he not Hulk?
He's Bruce Banner.
He is?
I thought he was
Okay,
Hulk too,
I
bro.
thought he
Look
was
it up.
Hulk.
He's,
So that's
he's
why I
Bruce
put,
Banner
that's why I
sitting
put
down.
Ragnarok because he's Hulk in that, not Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't even think of that because I didn't even know of any Hulk credit scenes, to be honest. So.
Well, it's a short one, but they're
That's a
all
tough
on the
question.
ship after
Just standing
Ragnarok,
there,
and then
yeah.
Thanos' ship comes.
Well, and he's in the whenever they re-release Endgame, they added that post-credit scene of the Hulk. Have you ever seen
I
that,
don't know
that
if I
footage?
have.
Have you ever seen that footage?
Was it just a deleted scene of
Yeah,
it?
it was just like a deleted scene. It was the
Okay,
post-credit
then,
scene.
yeah, I've seen it.
I didn't know it.
Dang, dude, that's
When
that's
I
tough,
saw you
man.
write Incredible Hulk, I got nervous because like, is he in that? Like, did I have my facts wrong?
No,
like
that's-
for a second, I
that's a
thought,
good
but
one,
definitely,
No,
I think it's right.
I thought that
Captain Marvel, an
Fine.
in-game scene.
I
for
should've got that,
that's a
man.
good one.
Yeah.
That's
brutal.
good. That
When
is.
you look it up online, they don't mention the shawarma scene. I had to like
That's crazy.
double think, and I was
No,
like,
that's
he's
one.
totally
That's
in
one
there.
that I didn't think of for a while
shawarma?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh wait, duh.
I
that's in there.
just thought he was the Hulk in that one.
Oh.
I thought he was too.
It was like
he
right
was
after the
Hulk,
battle,
Yeah.
and like the restaurant's like ravaged.
I couldn't
just
remember
thought
the
he was still
image of
Hulk.
them sitting in there. I was
Yeah.
like, I could have sworn he was the Hulk.
That's-
still,
that's a
but
good
oh
one.
That was a good one.
All right, so what do you want to get to next, Kate? Do you want Sailor to do his rankings, or do we want to get into Daredevil or Invincible?
Let's get in. Let's say it is rankings. We'll do
I'll make it
Daredevil,
quick.
Invincible, and then we'll do the
I'll make it
matchups.
quick.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so top 5 entrances, MCU entrances. These aren't necessarily my top 5, but I was just trying to. I know you already had a few listings, so I tried to throw in some new ones. Honorable mention: I do have Captain America in Infinity War catching Proxima Midnight Staff, which I didn't know if you guys know this, but in the comics, the staff is incapable of missing its target. So I don't know if that's true in the movies, but that's why she could be so shocked that he caught it. Also, Winter Soldier catching Captain America's shield in Captain America Winter Soldier. All right, number 5, I have Black Panther catching Bucky on the rooftop.
Yeah,
First time we
that's a
see the
good
Black
one.
Panther suit. Pretty cool. Number 4, I have season 1, episode 1 of Daredevil Born Again of Bullseye showing up, shooting Foggy, the smoke everywhere.
Okay.
He's like, hello, Karen. Pretty cool. 3, I have Hulk, I'm Always Angry in Avengers. That's a classic. 2, oh wait, I actually messed up. 2, I have Winter Soldier catching Captain America's shield. Sorry. 2 is that number 1, Thor entering Wakanda. I mean, how could that not be your number 1? I feel like. Top 5 MCU fight scenes. Honorable mention: I have the Spider-Man versus Sandman, Electro, Lizard, Green Goblin. I feel like that's like a must, just with how iconic it is. And then the Bullseye diner scene that just happened
he
last
loves
week.
your Bullseye.
Dude,
Dude, I
great,
love
man.
Bullseye, bro. Bullseye's like one of my favorite villains right now. Number 5, I have Deadpool versus Wolverine. I feel like that was just like such like a cool matchup that like people have been waiting to see for forever on screen. Number 4, I have Cap and Bucky versus Iron Man. Obviously.
Yep.
Number 3, I have Shang-Chi versus the Death Dealer, which is like the fight choreography is so insane for that movie. Brand new day. It's gonna be sick. Number 2, I have the Titan fight. Thanos versus the Avengers, but more specifically, Iron Man versus Thanos. That little scene they have with each other, really showing off Iron Man's nanotech suit. I just think it's so cool. And then number 1, I think it's not even close, is the highway fight scene between Cap and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It's
Easily.
the score, the choreography, it just looks.
knife flip.
Yeah, the knife flip is the coolest thing ever.
The sound effects on his
Yeah,
arm, bro. and-
yeah. Whenever he like,
Yeah,
dude, it's so sick. Yeah,
Dude,
I think that is like
Winter Soldier came like that movie is. We talk about that movie all the time.
I know.
for forever. That was
Movie
my favorite
difference.
MCU movie. But yeah, I would say that's
That's
my
good.
number 1.
That's
Man,
good.
I like you throw the diner scene like that. That's like
Dude, that scene was
newest
sick.
of
It's
fight
good,
scenes we
man.
got.
It's
Yeah,
good.
The
I'll
fight
back you
scene-
up
yeah,
on that.
The
I
fight
love
scenes
Bullseye,
in
too.
Born Again have been really good so far.
Well, let's just get right into Daredevil.
do it.
I know you were kind of disappointed with this newest episode, so we're not going to get too much into that. But you haven't been on with us so far. So,
Yeah, so-
what are your thoughts on season 2 of Born Again?
I think
up to this point.
I think it's been amazing. I think it's bringing back the feeling of the original Netflix show. I was disappointed with the first season of Born Again. I didn't hate it. I just thought it didn't live up to how good the first 3 seasons were. I think this second season of Born Again is really living up to that. I think the stuff with Kingpin is really compelling. The stuff with Bullseye is like awesome. All of his fight scenes are awesome. All of the Daredevil fight scenes have been awesome so far. The one shot scene of them breaking all the people out of the Kingpin jail
that was
so cool. Seeing Swordsman.
Yeah, we got to see Swordsman.
I know we got to
actually
see
do
Swordsman
something.
actually do some stuff.
I know that was
so
someone
cool.
you were excited to see back from Hawkeye
Yeah,
and
for
everything.
sure.
And
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That was cool.
Yeah, I love this new season. I think it's been great.
Yeah,
And-
I'm a
yeah.
big fan
Yeah.
of it for sure. I actually love. I know you like I said, you didn't like this last episode, but I loved the switch when they went to the flashbacks to making it look like the Netflix
Yes, I
show
agree.
did too.
Yeah.
And have all that aspect ratio, the colors, everything.
Yeah,
like
I
it looked
really
great.
liked the new episode. I know it was obviously not as exciting and action packed, but
Mm-hmm.
just to continue the story and all the flashback sequences cool. I really liked it. I thought it was
I
good.
did too. I liked it. It wasn't what I was
Why do you hate
expecting after the ending
for sure.
of it,
Yeah,
but
I get
it
like,
was good.
doing this week to week thing. Like me, I already told you I'm not a fan of that, but like. Just my main thing is like we did backstories on this new episode, all this, but like ending that last episode, our biggest question was like Vanessa, like are we gonna see Kingpin just go rage mode, and then just to turn around and watch a whole nother episode to just like have it end the same way, like she was alive, or like oh she's alive, but then she had like another stroke or whatever, and then she's like oh is she dead or not, like you know what I mean? That's just like my main thing. I'm like dude, oh my
I think
god,
she's definitely dead now.
I think she's definitely
I
dead
hope
now.
so.
And
Yeah.
now we'll
I
get
hope.
the unhinged.
I'm trying to see
I think so.
Kingpin
I think so.
like go crazy, dude.
Yeah, but I honestly, one thing I really liked about this last episode, we got to see Wesley again. Finally,
Yeah.
even if it was
Yeah.
a flashback, Wesley's amazing.
Yeah,
but we
Wesley's
also,
What do you mean is amazing? Why do you like Wesley so much?
do you like Wesley from the original?
I like him, but what do you
some
like?
people love him. I mean,
Some people
yeah,
love him.
he's-
I'm
he's
not
a-
on that level, but I think he's a great
cool
character.
Yeah.
But
Good actor.
what I loved more about like kind of like the Wesley storyline, it really like actually expanded on Buck's backstory.
for
It made
sure.
me like Buck as a character more,
Yeah.
like showing like oh he's been here the whole time.
Yeah, and the fact that we know that Buck has been involved since
Mm-hmm.
before Kingpin even knew Vanessa, that's crazy.
And that's one thing I like about this season especially is that they've taken characters like Buck, who I couldn't give one crap about in season one, all these side characters,
Yeah.
and they've actually made me like almost emotionally
Care
invest in
about
these
them,
characters
yeah.
and care about them
I
in
agree.
this season. But
I guess I'm still pretty new to it because I just started this year from season
you
one.
binged
but,
everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you went
got
so
some
quick
time
through it
to-
all.
yeah, but like you said, Bullseye is just amazing, and I'm glad they've let him stick around and continue his storyline. 3 episodes left. Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Still no Jessica Jones.
I'm guessing
who's
next
gonna-
episode, I
Gonna
bet.
come, and people are saying, you know, it gets better every episode.
Yeah.
Finale's crazy. Punisher special right after that, and they're starting to film season 3 very quickly, or if not right now.
They already are.
And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I know me and Kate have been excited to see how it sets up New York City for,
For sure.
a brand new day.
Are we getting? So I'm seeing the Daredevil prison stuff leaking into Brand New Day. Are we gonna get that, bro?
Is he the one that's in the prison with the hand and Spider-Man
That's what I'm
fighting in
saying,
there?
bro.
It just seems like a lot of
Seems
things
too
are
likely.
Yeah, a lot of things
Dude, it's
are
not,
lining
bro.
up.
Like, come on now. Like I forget what I said about Daredevil, but there's too many hints and like close calls now for this not to happen.
Yeah.
And that's like a duo like people want to see.
I don't know if he'll be
A
in the
crossover.
prison in Brand New Day, but it's like it. I feel like Daredevil has to be in.
I feel it makes too much sense if Spider-Man is going against the Hand.
Maybe just for one
That
fight
doesn't
scene.
make any
not have
sense.
him.
Maybe even just
Because
for one fight scene.
The
yeah.
Hand is a Daredevil villain.
And they were the villain for an entire season
Exactly.
of
Yes.
Daredevil.
It
And so
just
if you
wouldn't
want
make
to
any sense.
make the whole Netflix show canon, then that's a
Right.
and so
Right.
it makes too much
Gotta be.
sense. And so I'm excited for it.
One theory I thought, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but have you guys seen the still in not this past week's episode, but the week before that, whenever Daredevil and Bullseye are running away from the boxing gym, the still of the Watcher in the
That-
background? Have
yeah,
you
I
seen
saw
this?
that.
Awesome little tidbit.
Awesome. And
For me.
I saw that someone on TikTok said this. Shout out to whoever you are. But the reason why the Watcher was there is because the last time like Vanessa died was in Into the Spider-Verse, and that caused like a whole bunch of incursions and everything. So that was like a big event. So that's why the Watcher might be
That's interesting. That's actually a
might be
good
watching
point.
that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I
Something I
as
saw.
up and down as the multiverse saga has been,
Yeah. Yeah.
that has been one thing that I've always kind of appreciated and liked. Like one little thing is just
For
like
sure.
them just somehow plugging in the Watcher in the
Yeah,
background
it's cool.
and some of them. It's a cool thing that
cool, for sure.
I've always kind of liked when he's popped up. But Shifting gears, Invincible season 4. There's one episode left, but this last episode we got potential for best episode in the whole show. It's the highest ranked in the whole show.
This episode was?
Yes.
I don't know if I'd put it up there, to be honest, like that.
But like at the ratings.
Oh, yeah.
Really? You wouldn't have it up there like that?
It was cool. I still take the Conquest fight episode.
That's the only one that's like tied with it.
But yeah, great episode. Like, dude, my overall like first thought I love about it. Like, I know we were like dissing on Thrag because the first impression was terrible, bro. Took off, but dude, I like the thing where he's just sitting mid space and he's just having the rest of his Viltrumites like attack. Like, he's not even fighting. He's just like,
you want to
come and get me, bro.
You want to talk about aura farming?
Yeah.
Is all Thrag was doing was just aura farming the whole time.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
bro. Yeah, bro. We're sorry, Thrag.
But yeah, I'm with you. Like, I mean, everyone was saying just wait. Like,
literally.
the hype is real.
I believed it, but still, you gotta admit that was a terrible first impression.
But
Like, why are you comic readers saying like,
different.
I told you, like, bro, obviously we believed it, like.
He was moving different, man. Even what you were saying, like, even when they first like got at him, and he was just letting everyone else do it, and someone wanted to finally approach him, and he just steps back, misses. Mark comes at him with as powerful of a punch as he's ever gonna throw, and he doesn't even move one bit.
He ate it
Because that same punch, the same type of style, broke Conquest's like glove and like hand. So like that same, and it didn't even move Thrag. Which is crazy.
So I guess the whole point of his powers is he just controls it better than anyone. Is that the whole gist of it? Like how strong he is?
He's stronger than everyone.
Stronger
and
than
more
everyone
durable,
else.
faster.
But like on the how part of it, I thought I saw some stuff like he just he knows how to control it better than anyone.
Well, I think they didn't they breed him from like he was like a kid?
Yeah,
and, like, taught him
something
to
like
be
that.
the
They really
Grand
took him
Regent.
under his wing.
Yeah.
But it's just insane. I mean, dude created a whole wind vortex
Dude,
to
yeah,
punch
he's
Omni-Man.
he's an
he
airbender.
made Omni-Man go down to the ground like a meteor, and then like a reverse meteor, send him back up through the.
Crazy.
Insane.
I was stunned, bro.
Yeah.
I love the clip of Mark like looking back when he's scared.
And you just like,
dude, in the comics I saw it, bro. Like they had Mark's eyes like all bloody and like terrified. Like it would have been like. I wish they did kind of like seeing some comic comparisons. I do wish they need to put more of a jawline on my boy Thrag, bro, to make him a little scarier or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think about your boy Oliver once again?
Bro.
I said in the video, it's like, bro, I will always
go,
accept
bro.
his confidence, but like in these situations, dude, you are just.
He even said on the
You're just,
spaceship
like,
leading up
trying
to,
to
he was like,
die.
I don't believe the hype. Like the hype isn't real,
I
is
can
it, or
do
something
it.
like that?
I'll protect Mark.
What do you say? He's like, "You ready for a black hole or something like that?" And immediately just.
Bro's got to start growing
dude.
fast.
He
bro.
said the black hole called it wants its suck back. Like, bro, what are you saying, bro?
Oliver's crazy.
It's so bad, dude. Like
I'm surprised he still
every
has like
single
that
time,
confidence
bro.
and stuff.
It's crazy.
Bro just got like backhand his face.
I
Literally his face came
thought
off
he
with a
actually
backhand, bro.
killed him just from how long they left him floating in space like that, because that happened at the beginning of the little battle or everything. But what about like kind of the other members in that fight? Do you have any thoughts on how everyone else?
Battle Beast nerfed, bro.
Doing my boy Battle Beast
They
dirty.
put him in space.
That's what I keep
What?
saying. Like the space battles are nerfing him.
Yeah, true.
They are, dude. We talked, but you brought it up to me to bring it on the podcast. I don't. Dude, let's get on land.
Yeah,
bro.
the space battles, even with the Viltrumites, it's just not. The impact is like you can just tell it's not as impactful.
It goes
I
to a
guess.
point you were
Yes,
saying a
dude,
couple
you
weeks ago. Like the space battles are cool, but it just means so much more when they're on ground and you
Yeah.
can see
You
their
can see
lips moving when they're
different-
talking instead of them just having
That-
like the mind
and
communication.
the destruction.
And you can
Yes.
you can see way more how much stronger like the
Yeah.
strength is being
'Cause, like-
crashing into buildings.
Yeah,
and,
when
like,
on Earth, like every time they punch or kick or something like that, the ground is breaking. Like in space,
not to
there's
sound
nothing.
terrible, bro, but I enjoy like seeing the civilians die. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's when it just starts hitting me more is when the civilians are dying, and then
I mean, yeah, I think if we saw that fight on a planet, I think like Battle Beast versus Thula, the chick with the long hair.
Oh yeah,
Battle Beast versus really any of the Viltrumites, I think it would have been because I think Battle Beast is like
I feel like
one of
Battle
the
Beast
strongest
is-
in the Invincible.
he's got to be on land, I guess.
I feel like
to-
Battle
so.
Beast is the one person on their team that has a chance versus Thrag.
Yeah,
or
from
something like
what I've
that.
heard, I think it's supposed to be
I agree.
pretty epic.
I agree, but
I just hate because he was like, I'm ready for battle, and
But
he goes to space and
but
he's just
he is tough though. You can't.
He
lie.
is tough. I know.
want
I've been
more.
loving Battle Beast, bro.
yeah,
But, like space, he just wasn't like. He honestly wasn't even that much of a help. Like he just kind of was like floating around there.
yeah.
What what is said when he's like screams out yes? He's like yes.
Yeah.
Was it
he gets punched through the stomach or something.
Oh,
like
is that what it is?
Like he gets hit and like his ribs crack, or I don't remember what it was, but he got a blow and like started bleeding or whatever, and that's when he started cheering.
Yeah, like he's my favorite character.
Yeah, I love Battle Beast.
Yeah, I love Battle Beast.
Low-key MVP of the battle though, Space Racer, in my opinion.
Yes.
Dude, yeah. Did he
killed the most people.
Dipping at the end though, or was he with them on the ship?
No, he was like the one at the end when Mark tells Alan, "Go find Oliver," and Space Racer all of a sudden loops around. He's like, "We don't have time. We can't save him," and then they all just fly off.
Can we not just give Space Racer's gun to Nolan? And
I know,
have
like,
him
yeah.
pack up Thrag?
Like, what's the-
We have the darts and we have Space Racer's gun. Like, bro, why are we shooting the darts when you could literally hand them to Alan? Like, here, Alan, here, Omni-Man, go stab him and then uppercut him in the face.
Alan's got to pick it up. Like, why does he now need the darts?
Alan's got to lock it.
We need Alan to get close to death again so we can get stronger. Because he's not doing much.
I agree. Like, Tech Jacket, like, because of the darts and everything, like, I'm giving her more praise now than what
she's like,
when she first joined the team.
At first I was a little iffy, but like honestly, she's holding her ground. The healing of the stuff, like she saved Space Racer.
That was a great move.
The dart she had ended up working.
Yeah, but Space Racer for me is the MVP. Like you said, I don't know why they can't hand the gun to it. He like shoots it twice and then leaves for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's
so is there like a cooldown on this gun that makes it like forever? I'm like, where did you
not
go?
Infinite ammo?
But like he killed more people than anybody did. He brought the whatever they are, dinosaur-looking things.
The rock.
Yes, to save that. I don't know how he was able to corral them and bring them on, and he sent the bullet through the whole planet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but it's crazy. I don't know.
I guess it's just writing. Like if you have something that powerful, then like you kind of have to.
Yeah, you can't just let them use it all the time.
Right.
But
now Cecil, bro.
They're going to Earth.
They go for him.
They're going to
first.
Earth.
I hope they go for him first, bro. He deserves.
Mark's just gonna let him.
We still, yeah,
true. Because Mark's like,
we still even got like Cecil or Invincible. Mark and Cecil see each other from Conquest being alive, bro.
Something I did see. I didn't get anything spoiled for me, but something I see that not unfortunate, but kind of whatever is they're saying that this finale serves as more of an epilogue to this battle that happened rather than
more action.
Like the big final battle was this episode. Yeah. And this finale is kind of the aftermath of such, rather than like 2 huge fights in a row, which a little bit disappointing because I'm like, dude, what's the immediate, like they're going with Earth, like what's going to happen there? But at the same time, like this fight was so big and your first huge thing with the rag, like it's I'm excited to see where it goes from there. And then R.I.P. Thetis, I guess too, serve no chance. That's one thing I'll say. They just didn't prepare them whatsoever for Thrag.
It didn't make any sense, and Nolan really didn't either. Like he said, like no matter how strong you think you are, Thrag is stronger. But like
you can say that, but then you didn't prep them whatsoever.
Can you explain like? And even just the fact that they thought they were gonna pull up and do anything, like
that was they were thinking that they weren't gonna be ready for it. Knowing Thrag too.
What was their plan? Like
I don't know.
If you knew he's that strong,
which I'll say it kind of was. Their whole trip was kind of a success because they destroyed Viltrum, but at the same time they just weren't ready to finish it.
What that do? Send Thrag to Earth
because there's still all those Viltrums that are alive.
R.I.P. Cecil. R.I.P.
Bro, out of need, bro.
R.I.P. Paul.
Are we gonna get R.I.P.
Paul, bro.
I did see one thing. It's like a little thing that I thought was cool. Emperor Argal, the Emperor before Thrag, that Thetis ended up killing. Thetis and Argal are voiced by Optimus Prime and Megatron.
I could definitely tell that.
The two actors. I
keep waiting for him to say Autobots. Dude, this is definitely.
That was cool. So it was cool seeing Thrag immediately like come to power and immediately like purge, like kill everybody. Yeah. So that was kind of crazy.
It was cool seeing the like you said the not the Scourge virus purge, but the purge of getting rid of the
before the fact.
The weaker Viltrumites.
I like seeing how quicker he was whenever he found out that Omni-Man and Thetis and Mark were going to destroy the planet. How fast he took off past the other Viltrumites. Cool, oh gosh, bro.
Yeah, even before he killed Thetis too, how fast he moved. Like he's
literally.
Last thing I want to
he was a little bit too easy.
Last thing I want to ask. About you said like. How do you guys feel about them doing it multiple times now where the characters probably should die and then at the last second they don't, or somehow their intestines are completely out and they survived that. Like Oliver, Nolan, and Mark all survived this.
I mean, I think
it's just like how many times? Obviously, it's Invincible show.
So couldn't you just put Thetis' head like back on him and he's alive again?
That's what I'm saying. Like my jaw dropped. I was shocked when Thrag did that to Omni-Man and everything. Yeah. But like after a minute or two, I looked at it and I'm like, this is the exact same thing that happened to Mark a couple episodes ago. He's in the same condition. So I'm like, then I was like, okay, if this just happened to Mark, like Omni-Man should survive this. And so I wasn't surprised when I saw him.
I mean, I think it kind of it sort of makes sense because like Mark and Nolan are extremely strong Viltrumites, like they're on the higher end, so it makes sense that they're extremely durable. But like with the Thrag could obviously kill them if he wanted to. But I think it's like, especially with what I really liked about this episode is the conversation that Thrag had with Nolan on Viltrum. I think it showed that Thrag respects Nolan, that he respected him a lot. I thought that was cool. So I think it kind of makes sense that he spares them, I guess, in a way, because in the end, he's the Viltrumites' leader. He cares about Viltrumites no matter what side they're on.
Yeah.
But I get what you guys are saying. It is kind of cheap a little bit.
To keep doing it over and over again. But other than that, I mean, great episode. One episode left. For sure. Season 4 has been a good one so far. So I'm excited to get to it. All right. So to finish off the episode, we'll finish off like we did last week. We've got some character matchups for us to discuss.
We do indeed.
Let's do it.
I know you brought like a King of the Hill last time you were on. We had a lot of fun with that. And so might as well just talk about some 1v1s or 2v2s or whatever we got.
Yeah, I got a few. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I'll point out an obvious matchup that we're about to get: Shang-Chi and Gambit. What's going down in this matchup, dude?
I'm just excited to see like the rings versus the cards. The rings are more powerful than the cards, but it's just like.
But it's like the rings versus the kinetic energy powers that Gambit has. I feel like is going to be so interesting to see that. I think it's like a lot of cool possibilities.
Something I just thought about, like, obviously we haven't seen Shang-Chi since his movie, but a lot of time has passed since his movie. True. So think, like, what level is he at now? How much has he improved with the rings since we last saw him? So I feel like he'll be on a different level.
He was, like, on the... he knew how to do those rings, bro, from the start.
And we really don't know how powerful they are. Like, we haven't seen him in action against...
Yeah, I mean, they said
much.
You definitely
they set a little plot piece in place at the beginning of the post-credit scene, like what really are these rings?
Yeah,
like everything. Yeah, they never
post-credit scene.
They never followed through with that. But like you said, we don't really know how powerful the rings really are.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
But I don't know. I want to say I give the upper hand to Shang-Chi.
Hand him down.
I would say probably, yeah.
But it'd be interesting.
It'll be a stalemate in the movie, I'm sure. But
just like seeing how Gambit moved in Deadpool and Wolverine during that fight at the end, like it'll be.
You gotta realize. I forget those cards. Like I feel like the idea of it being cards. Like you gotta remember, like those cards sent. I think Wolverine in the Origins movie, like back, bro. Like I think he sent those cards to X-Men in that bar scene, bro, and he went flying.
And he has the bow staff too.
Yeah,
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't underestimate those cards, but I think the ring should take the cake on that one.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I got one. We'll do Robert Pattinson's Batman versus Christian Bale's Batman.
I'm trying to remember scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Prep time.
I was hand to hand, like.
I was thinking like speed and agility I would give to Robert Pattinson, but like I think brute strength I would.
You want to know what's really fooling me is like probably the same reason you just said about Dark Knight Rises gets worse every year is because like the choreography and the fight just looks so bad.
It's really bad.
So like you don't want to say that takes away from who would win, but
I kind of do because that's what you've seen with it. You know,
but at the same time, like it's Bane.
It's Bane too.
Versus who does Pattinson have? Like
no one.
Right.
The Penguin's goons and the Riddler. Like when he doesn't.
There's one crazy fight scene that was just some random on the street too. So it's like
so you don't have that much experience, but you also see his Batman who's younger, more agile, like moves differently.
But he is powerful because that scene when he sneaks into the nightclub as Bruce Wayne, he like hits that dude with like a like 1-2 real quick.
Crazy. I don't know if you remember
knocks him clean out cold, and he turns around before he even hits the floor. Like he knew he was gonna be knocked out. So I think
I'm saying too is like I like the whole like rises of his like. He broke his back, came back from that, just to fight him again. Yeah. Broke his mask off. Where's the trigger? Where's the trigger? You know what I mean? And Yeah, I mean, he took those
It's
punches
tough,
from Bane.
man.
That's tough, though. I need to see another movie with Pattinson.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch Batman Begins again
feel
just
like- I
to
feel
see
like-
his whole training regimen.
I feel like he's tough.
to like
I feel
really
like
like
fools
get
you,
a newer understanding of like his skill set.
Does he like beat Ra's al Ghul in that movie?
I can't. It's been so long.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
haven't seen
if
Begins
I'm
in so
rewatching
long.
those movies, I always rewatch Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. Maybe more Dark Knight than anything, but Batman Begins
Yeah.
I always kind of leave off to the side.
Me
So
too.
it's been forever since I've watched that.
That's why I say we need a good villain for Pattinson for
Yeah.
making another movie. Something like
Yeah.
opposite of the Riddler. But
I know we
that's a
didn't
good
mention.
one.
I know we didn't mention it, but CinemaCon, Warner Brothers had their panel, and they
didn't even.
mention Batman Part 2. I know it's a ways away,
Why?
but they also mentioned several 2027 movies, some that even come out after Batman Part 2. They didn't even mention it, which makes no sense to me.
I saw an interview like a month ago of Robert Pattinson, I think for the drama movie with Zendaya, saying that they're starting to film the Batman Part 2 in like next week, and I don't think that's true. I don't think that's happening.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they're filming it right now.
I don't know.
Which is just like,
I just saw him too in the drama. It's like kind of funny seeing
oh
him.
man,
Yeah.
it kills me.
Says a lot about him being an
Yeah,
actor.
that's
I'll
all
tell you
I
that.
know, man.
See him
All
on
right, so my first matchup, you've got Star-Lord and Groot versus Mr. Fantastic and the Thing.
Oh,
Lord Groot, Mr. Fantastic, and the Thing.
I feel like that'd be the Thing and Mr.
I feel
Mr.
like I'd
Fantastic,
take.
I think.
Yeah, I think I'd take Mr. just because strictly kind of Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like Peter Quill's kind of quick to it. Like, bro, he did kind of like when he met the Avengers
He was
in
moving-
space,
he
bro,
was
he was moving
moving.
different.
He was
bro.
doing
He
against
took out
Iron Man and
Spidey.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Mhm.
He had kind of like Iron Man a little. I can't
When
remember
you
exactly.
think about it, if he really,
really
digs
think about
deep,
it-
he's got Ego's powers a little bit.
How does that work?
I don't know, and I don't know if they will ever revisit him
Yeah.
showcasing that.
You know, I
'Cause
thought about
for some reason. For some reason, I was under the impression that when he killed the planet Ego, like he lost his power. Is that not? I don't know if that's how it works.
I never-
I would
never
think
seen
that'd
him
be maybe a
after,
part
have
of
I?
it, but at the same time, like he's got the bloodline, so
Right.
I feel like I don't know.
have no
I don't know
idea.
how that works.
He definitely died. He was dying in Guardians 3. If he had him, I feel like he would have used him in that. You know what I mean? Like he almost
That's
died.
true.
He was like,
That's
anyways, that is tough because it's like Mr. Fantastic,
what do you think about Groot or the Thing?
Groot and I feel like Groot.
You think?
I think so. What like are we getting like
Groot
version of Groot? bro?
Groot's like regenerative powers are
That's
like
true.
so.
I feel like. I don't. Groot's
the
really
thing
strong.
isn't that like yeah, he's strong, but like. If you said like the Hulk and Groot, I feel like
Oh,
the Hulk for
I
sure,
feel like
yeah.
Hulk,
But like
yeah.
when he the Thing, bro, especially like I feel like he was kind of nerfed in the last Fantastic Four, the newest one. I would still say Groot against just that one-on-one matchup, and then Peter Quill with. I know Reed Richards is much smarter, but he'd be moving different when he really wants to like
He can fly. He's got the guns.
fly,
He's got the
guns,
gadgets.
to
I don't
kind
know.
of stop.
I think it'd be close. That's
It'd
a
be
tough
really
one.
close. I feel like the only thing that could get him is like he'd be stunned at Mr. Fantastic's strengths. Like you just see bro's arms stretch out and you'd be like, what the? You know what I mean? They kind of catch him off guard. I still think he could get out of it. He'd have some type of electric like gadget to like shock Mr. Fantastic to get out of that. I'd probably say Peter and Groot actually.
I don't know.
If I put my life on it,
I think you guys might have convinced me. I'll go Peter and.
All
Peter
right.
and Groot, bro.
You going?
Yeah, I think I'm doing that. Oh, yeah, I got another one. Here we go. All right, my next one: Namor versus Human Torch. See how I did like fire and water there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if that's the case, if we're thinking like logically, like if comic movies were actually realistic, I feel like Namor is just water over fire.
But we saw Black Panther 2. Shuri easily took away from water.
That's what I'm saying. That
heated
being
him out.
said, yeah,
Surely
Johnny could.
Johnny could easily but I think Namor is like stronger.
Namor is a Fantastic Four villain, so surely this has happened. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know the comics, how the
That
comic
is true.
fight goes, but Namor is a Fantastic
If
Four
that's
villain.
the case, then I would probably just say Namor if he's a whole villain for the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I would. If that's the case, I wouldn't think Johnny could
Right
just
after
easily
that,
take him out.
I'm going Namor is my choice.
I would say Namor because I think Namor is like underratedly strong. Well, he in the Marvel Zombies. Did you guys both watch Marvel Zombies?
I did.
Yeah.
He was like crazy strong.
Yeah, he was.
So, I was gonna say.
I think Namor.
So why do you feel about him in the Black Panther 2? Do you feel like he just got outsmarted by Shuri and she figured out how to dry him out?
Yeah, in a way, but in some moments they did kind of nerf him, but they did showcase him some moments, like whenever he literally blew up and flooded Wakanda.
All right, Marvel trivia for you guys. What's the original comics name of Namor?
Namor the Submariner.
Nice, Submariner. Nice.
Did not know that.
Yeah, he's one guy I'm excited to see in Doomsday.
Yeah,
sure.
Apparently he had some crazy moments in the trailer description also.
Oh,
and
that was crazy.
You're the queen now.
Yeah, so that's a good one though.
All right, I got one here. I think this one's going to be interesting. Optimus Prime versus Mark 85 Iron Man, the Endgame nanotech suit.
Iron Man.
I'm going Iron Man.
You think?
I don't think it's close.
I'm going Iron Man.
Optimus.
If Iron Man has an upgraded suit than the one he had to battle against Thanos,
That's true.
then what's he going to do with the newer suit with Optimus Prime?
Think about like realistically, if Transformers were like the only thing on Earth, and there's like, but if we had like Iron Man, like it's just like Robot or like Ultron's way like think about Ultron being a robot, but like Optimus Prime is definitely.
I feel like just because Optimus Prime is Optimus Prime, he'll be able to stand his ground a little bit rather than any other Transformer. But I think I'd still go Iron Man. Iron Man has taken down things way bigger in scale.
True,
but it does make you think a little bit.
Do you think Optimus Prime Bumblebee versus Iron Man? Do you think that's? That makes it. You don't think so?
I don't know.
I think Iron Man versus the whole Autobots is taking.
Yeah. Okay. All
right.
I don't know. I just see it. It's just two different universes. So it's like,
hard. It's hard.
All right. So this is another Iron Man type one for you guys. We got a Stark suit face off. You've got Iron Man versus War Machine versus the Iron Spider.
Say that again. Sorry.
Iron Man versus War Machine versus Iron Spider.
Oh, free for all.
Free for all.
Iron Man, War Machine, Iron Spider. Not War Machine. That's actually crazy.
I mean, I think Iron Man.
I would love to. I don't know. I would love to see just like Iron Spider, like basically Infinity War Tony, Infinity War Peter, just go at it.
I think the nanotech suit is too.
It's his own suit too, but outside of him, like no.
I think Tony's so experienced in the suit where it's just like he knows.
And he made all the suits too, but
I don't know.
I would say
Iron Man.
My life, but
yeah. Because realistically, what could Peter really do?
I think what helps him out is the fact that he did design the suit to protect Peter. So, like, at the same time, but that also comes back at him because he knows exactly what he built.
He knows how to.
He knows, like, those legs are going to come out if, he starts attacking him. Or
activate.
So I guess that suit is different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like at the same time, like, Tony builds his own suit to be able to combat so many different things and variables that could happen to him. And so he's prepared for whatever.
What if you did that suit Iron Man versus basically the version of Peter in No Way Home when he's about to kill Goblin? I feel like that he has a better chance of that.
Peter?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because he's just in his normal cloth suit, isn't he?
Well, I feel like, but it's more his mindset.
He has the half nanotech.
He has half nanotech, but also
it's after he heals Doc Ock.
Dude, also he's pissed and he's Spider-Man. Like, I think he's on another level.
I don't know.
Of being able to.
I think Tony's,
it's hard to think.
I think Tony's nanotech suit is just too powerful.
I think it is too.
He has too much options at his disposal. He can just like make whatever he wants.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
So my mind goes back to Civil War and like Cap destroying the suit, but that's nowhere near what the suit is.
It's true. He designed that based off of that fight, so it's tough. It's hard with that technology. It's tough.
Yeah.
Any other ones? Is it my turn or is
your turn, man? If you got any more,
I just got one more. I really do. I just said Doc Ock versus Green Goblin. That I thought it was tougher than actually like.
I mean, I think just Doc Ock, like.
I would probably say Doc Ock. It's tough
because Green Goblin, I feel like she is like
they're both extremely smart. Right. Green Goblin, I feel like is a little bit, I don't want to say out of control, but has his emotions more out of line than Doc Ock. Yeah. But Doc Ock lets the tentacles think for him and everything. But it's tough. But I feel like Doc Ock and the tentacles could be an advantage
tell me this.
Knock the glider out of the equation.
Tell me this. How could Green Goblin win? Because any pumpkin bomb he throws at Doc Ock, one of the arms will grab and just toss it. No?
That's true.
That's true. I thought about that.
Yeah.
That's true.
But also I think the whole point is, I think the whole deal is if Goblin can get a hold of his actual like. I think Doc Ock, yeah.
I think Doc Ock.
Because every time I think about it, I just think about his freaking
his arms, yeah.
But he did like his glider literally like pinched one of his arms. Like he canceled out one of them and No Way Home. Remember when he grabbed his thing and he just turned around and flicked it off with his glider?
Oh yeah.
Remember that? He that's one thing. He just grabs him like that with his thing, but then Goblin just turned around and freaking destroyed that arm. We've never seen that.
That's tough.
That's true. That's tough though, and
But yeah, I don't think Doc Ock was trying like that. So I think at the end of the day, like I'd probably go Doc Ock.
Yeah, but like I'd go Doc Ock
especially
too,
if Goblin
but,
took
like,
his machine.
Even if he took his machine, like
If he
what's
took his
the
machine,
hand to
he's
hand
cooked,
combat
bro.
of Doc Ock looking like?
Yeah, that's true.
Really, versus Green
he's
Goblin.
cooked at that.
Yeah,
yeah.
and so
What did you do with my machine? What machine? Got any more? What's up?
I'm out over here. So
We can.
Is there any ones we did last week, real quick, that you thought of about?
What were some
Bullseye,
last week?
Hawkeye. We had Black Widow's girls against Gamora.
I mean, I feel like you guys were all pretty spot on last week, in my opinion. I mean, I think like the Hawkeye Bullseye one's interesting, but I think, like you guys said, like Hawkeye's way more trained in the hand-to-hand combat. So once it gets close quarters, I think Hawkeye is just gonna wipe the floor with Bullseye.
Yeah.
which I feel like that's kind of like been shown too, is when Daredevil has really gotten a hold of Bullseye when they're fighting.
That was his whole thing
Yeah.
in season whatever it
Season
was.
3.
He was like, I gotta get close to him.
Yeah.
And then you can obviously see his hand to hand was not there.
Yeah.
But
Bro, just throw stuff at you. That would be so annoying.
yeah.
Like, dude, stop. Like, I'd be like Ultron and when Cap comes in, he's like,
Leave
no,
me
no,
alone.
no.
I
Oh
got
no, when he's throwing the shield at him, he's
Yeah.
like, knock it off.
I got one more. This might be like stupid, but just because we just saw Thrag move for the first time, Grand Regent Thrag versus Vision, Hulk, and Hela. It's kind of
Vision, Hulk, and Hela. Well, I know Vision's out quick because that dude sucks.
you can phase though.
I don't know what Vision be on. I really don't
What if
understand
Vision
him.
just decided to phase through all of Thrag's punches?
That's true. That
That's
is
true.
true. I wish we got to see a more like meaner Vision, bro.
Hey, Vision Quest is coming out.
I know,
Could
that's
redeem him.
facts,
Could
that's
redeem him for
facts.
us.
And we get Ultron back
That's so. Yeah,
So
I'm excited. for
Hela
that.
too.
and Hela.
That's so tough.
But I'm just like, what?
It's so hard to understand the power level
Yeah,
of all
right,
three
yeah.
of those
Vision
characters.
could easily just grab Thrag, right?
But my thing is at any point Thrag could just like instantaneously come up on them and they wouldn't be able to react.
If they react quick,
That's
though.
true.
Who's moving quick in that? I don't think Hela's
That's
quick
true.
enough.
I don't
And
think
then
Hela's
Hulk-
quick enough, and Hulk may be stronger than Thrag, but I feel like Thrag could, like you said,
Yeah, could still damage him.
yeah.
I don't know if the Mind Stone could help relieve
I think
Vision
phasing
much.
is the biggest part
Yeah.
of that.
Mhm.
Vision's got the phasing. It's like on there.
It's like,
but-
granted, I'm going off of MCU, like not comic stuff, but like
Yeah, right.
when Vision is fighting, what has the MCU shown of him actually fighting?
a really
They
good
just show him flying, phasing, and using the Mind Stone. They don't ever show him fighting.
true.
I
Ever.
mean, he hasn't even gone over 50%.
Even in Infinity War on Corvus Glaive,
Yeah,
he
dude.
uses his own thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't fight him. Like
And-
I don't know. We talk about Spider-Man not throwing a punch in Homecoming. When have you guys seen Vision throw a punch
Hey,
in the
bro.
MCU?
The only time he really moves at all is Age of Ultron.
Yes.
Because he wields Mjolnir in Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
And
that's
does the
cool.
freaking
And then
phase
it's
thing,
gone-
yeah,
It's gone downhill
That's
ever
it.
since. But like
That's
really
really
thinking
it.
about it, like when have I ever seen Vision do something other than fly, phase, and use the?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I dog on him, bro.
I gotta
That's
take
why I
back my
dog on him.
underrated answer for maybe Vision does.
I would
I just
say,
thought of this all of a
I would say
sudden,
that
like,
about the
it's like-
solo movie question. If I had to give anybody a solo movie, it'd be Vision.
Really? You think?
So we could freaking see more, yeah.
Yeah, true. Hopefully we see some Vision
We'll
clips.
see. Apparently, it's
Remember he's
something
like crying
really
with Scarlet
good. So.
Witch, like she's not Scarlet Witch, like she's fine, and
I
he like
just-
phases. And
I
Tony's
like-
like, how did this happen?
I like Vision because he's like,
I didn't think that was possible. Neither did I. Like grabbing the stone, God's like, figure the stone out, dude, so you can figure your life out.
this is recreating the movie over here.
Because he pisses me off, dude. He's just like, dude, you had him in the Civil War battle. There's no way Tony's team should have lost with Vision.
It's true.
And they got cooked.
Team Cap though. Team Cap all the way.
Yeah, because Vision sucks. I bet if Vision was on Cap's team, Iron Man would have won.
Man does nothing. Then he just wants to randomly try to take out Rhodey for.
He wants to
No
give
reason.
Thor some pointers on his hammer. Like, dude, what are you, day old?
I wasn't.
Oh,
that's
that- that's
terribly
good.
unbalanced.
That's good. But that'll wrap up this episode of the Dream Juice podcast. Some good stuff. Hopefully we can come back next week or sometime soon to talk about the Doomsday trailer.
For sure.
Mason's ready if you want to try it on camera real quick.
I think we've gone on long enough, man.
It's fine.
He didn't want to be here during it, so
man. Mason's the vision of Dream Juice. He's not the vision of Dream Juice. He's vision of Dream Juice. Forget I said anything. Josh is gonna cut that part out. Close it out, baby.
Should I keep that in or no?
You should keep it in. Mason will know what I'm talking
But Saylor, thanks again for coming on, man.
Sure.
Very enjoyable. Make sure to like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. Keep following us on our socials. We're really building a following over there, and we are enjoying getting to interact with the little community we've gotten so far. But as for me, as for Kate, as for Saylor, episode 56 of the Dream Juice podcast is a wrap, and we'll see you guys next time.